It's your boy Ink. Welcome to the Qatar Show. Because we're doing well, having a wonderful day on this 23 April 2025. Let's play some Tokyo Ghoul. Once again, Tokyo Ghoul, because there's not really a event right now. It's going out super simply. But let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy the gaming. I prefer to boil any rice on the stove top. Oh, garlic and butter is always nice. Always nice. We're doing a TikTok live, so I'm not talking alone. See, you were talking about oil before. With my rice, I always prefer putting butter. It's a bit more greasy. It's a bit more creamy. Oil is doing well because it is a greasy. It is greasy, so it'll have to cook and it'll make it cooking easier. But butter is by far better. Butter is by far better. Not a lot of oil to cover the rice. Okay, so just enough for it to start cooking. Yeah, because I know for a fact that if you put water and oil, it won't explode, but it'll splash. It'll splash for sure. It'll splash. So I was like, dude, this is dangerous. I'm not sure if it's a good idea. I'm not sure if this is a good idea. But yo, I say a really good way to do it, and I never thought about it. But for sure, butter. For sure, 100% butter. Mexican way of cooking rice. Hell yeah, Vernon. This is gangster, dude. And what would you put you with your what would be your not necessarily your seasoning, but what is the side content of your bowl of rice? Because most people will not eat a bowl of rice by itself, right? And even then, you see, we were talking about how multicultural it is. Now we have the Mexican way of doing it, right? We had a Filipino way of doing it. We had an Indian way of doing it. We have the French Canadian way of doing it. The oil in the rice, I never heard that, but it makes sense. It makes sense. I'm Jamaican, so anything. I am Jamaican. Anything I can prep to add. Which means to anything I can prep to add. Well, Vernon, dude, you sound like a lovely human being, dude. You're gonna give yourself a follow. You seem like a cool dude. What do you mean by that? That it depends on what you're eating, and then you'll add the spice to it. Thank you so much for the follow, dude. Yo, this is my very first. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a secret. Okay, it's just me and Vernon right now. Okay, it was my very first time doing a live stream so late. I thought I was gonna get some weird people, but people so far have been very chill, very chill. Because TikTok will promote you in your region, right? Where you live, right? And I was like, dude, I'm gonna get some people that, you know, I'm gonna get that kind of that demographic. But so far, it's been super cool. It's been super cool because right now it is like 4 o'clock in the morning, right? So yeah, but it's so nice, dude. It's so nice. Tell me what you do for a living, Vernon. Tell me about yourself, dude. If you're in BC, it's a mix. Okay, British Columbia, nice. A lot of people from British Columbia. A lot of people from British Columbia. I'm from Montreal, so that's why we have a little accent. But I get a lot of people from British Columbia, which is you see it is because we're staying in the Canadian region, right? Do you know for who you're gonna vote? Because it's the 28th, right? It's Monday. It goes so fucking fast. It's crazy. This election, dude. It's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. But then geopolitically, it's so hard right now. You know. Oh, it's 12:52. I am a steel worker, a steel operator, cabinet maker. Well, nice, dude. Nice. Oh yeah. You enjoy it? As long as you enjoy it, bro. As long as you enjoy it, you can pay the bill. All that matters, right? It's freaking hard here, shit. Why is it hard? Because of you talk about the work, talk about the politics, because we switched subjects so many times. Um, but yo, for sure, it's hard, for sure. But that's what's enjoyable about life, right? Sometimes you get to chill. Sometimes you get to just work hard. Now you get to chill. So focus on the chilling part, and I cannot help you how hard it is, but I can entertain you a little bit, and help you a little bit. So we're gonna eat chuka. You like living in British Columbia, dude? You like it? We're playing a game on an anime. So if you're an anime fan, let me know, dude, because I'll talk your ears out for hours upon hours. And then when you're gonna come back on another date, you're gonna say, "Hey, dude, that's the guy talking about anime." And then surprise, motherfucker, talk about even more anime, dude. Yeah, pleasantly surprised, guys. Thank you for giving me a nice evening. Because we woke up and I couldn't go back to sleep, so I was like, okay, well, you just want to chill and do a TikTok live, and I was like, oh, but no, it's going well, and I'm grateful for that. I'm extremely grateful for that. A bit of water, because water is life. My man, my man, what are you watching? What are you watching? Because anime is cool, but what are you watching? By the way, if you like anime, you're looking for something new. It's really sweet. The whole makes fly. New season, new season. Right? It's actually fucking dope, dude. It's actually really fucking good. Like to a point where like you didn't have expectation, but now you do. Yeah, now you do, and it's actually really good. Anime is the shit, dude. Now, especially now, because now we have a revival. It was quiet for a while because we had One Piece, Naruto. It was quiet for a while because then we got Naruto, we got Black Clover. I was passing through and hearing you talk about rice while you were added anime for real. Nice, nice, nice. Vernon, thanks for the likes, dude. Appreciate you. No, dude, because you know, we all have our struggle meals, right? Mine is rice. It's just without complaining, you realize how lucky you are, right? I know you work hard, right? And then you enjoy something, and you're like, dude, life is life is fucked up, but you know. And it's a shame that I'm wearing a long sleeve because I could show the anime tattoos. We have Ishigo, we have Naruto, Kuruma, and we have Ken Kaneki, which we're playing Tokyo Go right now. My apologies. Yeah, you seem like a cool dude. I'm all about vibe, yo. You seem like a chill dude. You seem like a hell of a chill dude, right? Plus, steel worker working at 12:52. That's hardcore. That is hardcore, bruh. That is hardcore. By the way, if you were wondering who's streaming, it's Ron Burgundy. Anchorman 2. Because we do like Ron Burgundy. Do I like Will Farrell? Because he's the one who plays Ron Burgundy. I think about Will Farrell the same way I think about Jack Black. They're both actors that you kind of see a lot, and sometimes you see them too much, right? And because you see them too much, you're like, okay, well, I saw you in this and this and this, and you get oversaturated. So, for example, we just had Last of Us, right? By the way, this is the only time I'm going to speak about Last of Us. I haven't talked about it in months, talked about it in years. Um, just leave the girl alone. The actress who played Ellie, Bella Ramsey. Come on, guys. I know she's not a typecast for Ellie, and I know that her acting could be worked on, but she's young, and you will never get somebody that was really good. You guys were complaining about Abby not being muscular, but then you saw the chemistry between Pedro Pascal and the actress of Abby, and you like Abby, so Oh, there you go. Little fart. I hope you guys didn't hear that. But me saying that I farted means that you guys hear it. Naruto, Spy Family, ooh, Bleach, Jujutsu Kaisen. Bleach is best. Bleach is best. Bleach is best. The thing with Bleach is, and again, from the list that you told me, I think Jujutsu Kaisen is amazing. I think Jujutsu Kaisen is amazing. But it's not finished. So let's not say, hey, it's amazing before it's finished. Spy Family, I do like Spy Family, but I like Spy Family not because of the Yuri and the father. I like because of Anya. I like because Anya is fucking funny. Anya is fucking funny. Can I say it again? Can I say it again? Anya is fucking funny. Shout out my girl Anya. And Naruto is just good all around. And Naruto is just good all around. The fillers are kind of killing the show, but Naruto is good all around. Because again, if you read the manga is really good, right? The manga being that good is amazing. But then one of my favorite character is Shikamaru, right? And Shikamaru ends up with Temari, right? And then in the manga they end up together and you don't know why. But then in the anime they show that every time that she comes over, he takes care of her, right? In more case than one, that's why they develop a bond, they develop this relationship. And it doesn't seem like it's out of nowhere. Bleach would be, in my opinion, in my very humble opinion, I think Bleach is better. I do prefer Bleach However, Bleach suffered from one big flaw. So Bleach, the first time that you read it, is the best manga ever written. However, Bleach relies a lot on plot and plot twists. So when you know this plot twist, the story gets a lot worse. She kept Jutsu is great. Hell yeah, hell yeah. She keeps it together. Have you seen Castlevania? I'm just gonna be back, dude. I had spices on the. Okay, so truth be told, we had the Shinramyun devil spices in the rice, and now
Surprise, Big Daddy's back.
What are you doing here?
I'm over at GNN. I'm living in the city again.
I really wish that you would have called first.
Look, it doesn't matter whose fault the breakup was, okay? I was stubborn. You were like a mentally ill whore having PMS from the 1800s.
What's your point, Ron?
The point is, I'm back home. And I want to spend the rest of my life. Honey, who is it?
Hi, Ron. I'm Gary, Veronica's lover.
So is that a gift for me, Ron?
No. It's on. It's for Walter.
Okay.
So when were you going to tell me about Gary?
You walked out. What did you expect me to do?
Ron, this is awkward. I know. Sitting there with your wife. We make love.
I'm this close to shooting a flare gun at your dick.
Oh, Ron.
So what does this Gary do for a living? Background check on him?
there you go. Sorry, guys.
Actually, no.
My apologies. You're a chill dude, bro. Thank you so much. You seen Castlevania? I saw Castlevania. I think Castlevania is good, but I think it's also very mid. So Castlevania, of course, they do the Belmont, which if you watch Castlevania or you know the story of Castlevania, they're possibly the most important family, and I think the show is amazing. Once again, you got the two main character, which is the witch, and well, not really. The vampires are cool too. Vampires are cool, are really cool too, right? But at the same time, dude, at the same time, my favorite Castlevania is Area of Sorrow, where you end up being Dracula, right? So the fact that they didn't take that storyline kind of shitty. But Castlevania is good. There's a lot of lore, there's a lot of characters. It's really well put. It's really well drawn. The story feels interesting. It's always entertaining. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know, the whole storyline with the you love it? Nice, 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 nice. Nice. The whole storyline with the Belmont is just something that we saw so often. It's just something that we saw so often. And there's a ton of characters that are phenomenal. There's a character that is so freaking cool. The fact that we have a character like Belmont is nice, but I would have want more. Marvin, thanks for the like, dude. Guys, if you don't follow Marvin, please do. Marvin is a gem, a good friend of mine, super nice human being, super kind. Hope you're doing well, dude. Yeah, Castlevania is super good. It's super good. I just wish we explore more of the game. So, for example, I was talking about Devil May Cry, right? Now, Devil May Cry, they took a part of each of the games, right? So, some of the part that's the most popular. So, Castlevania could be using that, but as a single piece, it's actually really good. And then when you look at the at the Nocturne, something Nocturne, it's also really, really good. But again, there's so much lore. It's like, okay, so I don't know if you're a gamer, but if you're a gamer, you'll understand that. It's like taking a show and making, well, for example, Halo, or taking a show and taking Gears of War, taking Zelda and making a show, right? So you'll probably have a really good show, but there's so many lore and there's so many different storyline of Zelda or Castlevania or Halo that you kind of, and it's all personal, right? I like Symphony of Shadow. I like Symphony of the Night, and I like Aria of Sorrow, right? So these two would be super nice. But the one they have, I didn't play the game. I know the Belmont. but this is old school Castlevania a bit more. I started playing Castlevania in the GBA area. Shout out to my '90s peeps. Are you a '90s kid? I know Marvin is a '90s, '80s kid. So this is the '90s squad today. Uh, yeah, the fact that you like it, bro, it's super cool. Super cool because that's your jam. That is your jam. And again, it's so complex because we're seeing the extremely niche of game inspired. One day, okay, we're good. Gaming inspired video or shows, like we're seeing it with Last of Us right now, and the characters that are getting stepped on because people are like, oh, I don't like the way she looks, right? Um, or DMC that people didn't like because they like DMC, but then they saw the show and like, you know what, this is kind of cool. There's a lot of shows, Last of Us, Halo. People didn't like it. There's this show, Leveling, not Solo Leveling. That's an anime, but there's this show, Solo Level, right? And they're doing gaming. Like for example, we're seeing Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk Edge Runner was also really good. Cyberpunk Edge Runner was also really good, right? And it's from the game. So I don't know. I should give like more of a try for Castlevania because if you feel that strongly about it, maybe I miss something, right? Maybe I missed something because for people to feel about it, and you're not the first one. There's a couple people that told me, "Yo, this is really good. This is really good. This is really good," and I'm like, "Really? That good?" Because I didn't feel like it was that good. And I'm not saying that it's bad, but to me, it was like, okay, well, this is kind of cool. This is kind of good, right? But also the thing is, when we're watching a show, we're also recapping it and reviewing it. So I do review on the game on the channel. So because we do review, I'm not really enjoying the show. I'm taking notes. So yeah, that doesn't help. For sure, that doesn't help. It would be better to focus on just watching a show, but I can't because either I'm working too much or I'm not working enough. So now, what we're gonna do is because we're finished with this, what we're gonna do is we are gonna be working out now. Specific. My neighbors are sleeping. It is very noise. And people like the workout, right? But we're still gonna work out. So, what am I missing? Am I missing something? I don't think I am. I don't think I am. How to do, yeah. So, now I have my glasses. Yesterday I didn't have my glasses. I couldn't read you guys. Tonight I can. So let's take advantage of that. Right? Always cool to read people when you're sitting. So I'm gonna be finishing with this, and there you go. We just did Arc Knight, and we just did Tokyo Ghoul.